Everyone at Jaguar Land Rover is massively proud to be a platinum partner for the Queen's Jubilee Pageant. We've got this incredible collection of both early Land Rovers, including the very first Land Rover unveiled at the 1948 Amsterdam show, as well as cars that have been in movies such as the Bond series, and a collection of classic Jaguars as well. Well, we're delighted to announce that we're gifting a brand new Defender 130 to Her Majesty the Queen to commemorate her 70 years of tireless service to the British people. And this is going straight to the British Red Cross to be used in disaster zones around the world and around the UK as required. And that's an amazing association we've had with the Red Cross, dating back to 1954. Well, everyone at Jaguar Land Rover is just so proud to be associated with such a historic event, with over 5,000 artists and performers. And we've got this incredible fleet of cars, and if you look really closely, you might see some really familiar faces behind the wheel. Well, we've had this incredible relationship with the British Red Cross going back to 1954, and we've been working with them all through that time to develop the cars specifically for their needs. So now that we've gifted them this brand new Defender 130 that's packed full of the latest technology and really has got more space and utility than any other Defender before it, we're going to work with them to tailor this vehicle precisely how they need it and fit it out with them so they can use it the best way possible for whatever need or challenges in front of them.
Jaguar Land Rover first supported the British Red Cross in 1954 by donating a specially adapted Land Rover to work in Dubai in the deserts as a medical dispensary. And from that, we've grown and worked together over the years since. More recently, Land Rover supported the British Red Cross in supplying us with over 167 Land Rovers to support with the global pandemic of COVID-19. This has helped us reach people in rural communities and also people that have been affected by the virus itself. So Land Rover vehicles across the years have helped us not only within the most recent COVID pandemic, enabling us to get supplies and materials across the UK, but they've also helped us within floods, natural disasters and other emergencies within the UK, and therefore helped us mobilise our volunteers and equipment. It's fantastic to be donated a Land Rover from Land Rover. The new 130 is a fantastic vehicle. It will help us support communities with the 4x4 capabilities, will help us to reach rural communities and areas that we wouldn't normally be able to get to, and will also help us with transporting equipment and helping people that are currently in crisis or in need of our services across the UK. So donation of this size will help communities, will help the British Red Cross transport, move, and effectively will help us provide our services across the UK. It's a fantastic vehicle and it provides more space and more ability for us to use this type of vehicle across the UK. So this vehicle, to its beneficiaries, will enable us to be able to help transport people, bring more equipment into places, utilise the large size of the vehicle. We'll be able to, essentially it will be a lifeline in some areas of the UK.
It's a fascinating history and a really important one for us. We were working together for around 65 years. The first partnership we had was in 1954, only 2 years after the Queen ascended to the throne, with the first vehicle that was donated to the British Red Cross by Land Rover, going out to the deserts of Dubai to operate as a medical dispensary. And since then we've operated together for decades, and we've used Land Rover vehicles throughout that to help and reach people in vulnerable communities and support our humanitarian work in the UK, but also around the world. Well, the vehicles have always been part of our mission, both around the world and also in the UK. And most recently, with the COVID pandemic, we were given over 160 vehicles by Jaguar Land Rover, which made a huge difference to our ability to get people, equipment, goods out and around the country to help support our humanitarian work in working with the COVID pandemic. So absolutely essential for us, but also, back in the past as well, over the last few decades, we've been using vehicles all over the world to support our humanitarian work, reaching over 1.7 million people in 32 different countries. Well, it will make such a huge difference to the work that we do, helping vulnerable people across the whole of the UK. Just consider the recent storms in February with storms Eunice and Dudley. Just being able to get out to those sorts of communities to reach people cut off without power, without fuel, without light, without water, without food is just so important to us. And a vehicle like this with the off-road capability it has, the scale, the size, and our ability to get our volunteers in there and up into those difficult to reach territories will just make such a massive difference to the way that we do our work in helping those people. Well, the donated vehicle from Jaguar Land Rover will make a huge difference to the way we operate across the UK, and in particular the way that we're able to access really difficult to get to cut-off rural communities that might be suffering from floods or storms or other sorts of disasters and crises like that. The ability to get our volunteers into their vehicle, get our equipment, our supplies, and get out to those sorts of places, hard to reach places, vulnerable people, in the middle of those sorts of situations is critical to our ability to operate, and this vehicle will make such a massive difference to us to be able to do that. Well, the donation of the Defender is absolutely huge, and it represents everything about the partnership over the last 65 or so years with Land Rover, but also it comes at that time with the Jubilee that says so much about our relationship with the Queen, who has been our patron since she ascended to the throne in 1952. So the donation itself will make a huge difference. A vehicle like a Defender gives us so much scope to be able to get out to hard to reach and difficult to get to places across the UK, and it means that our teams and our volunteers have the ability to get out and do that vital humanitarian work across the whole of the UK in a fantastic vehicle.